How to make anyone immediately regret insulting you. Pain can change you, but that does not mean it has to be a bad change. Take that pain and turn it into wisdom. Occasionally, other people's words can stir up veritably painful feelings in us. Do you flash back when you felt so disempowered by someone's reflections that you sat on the spot and could not suppose of anything to say back to them? Or perhaps you did say commodity, but it was so lame that you wished subsequently you had kept your mouth shut and just smelled it all up, feeling disrespected. Do not take that too tete-a-tete when someone insults you, particularly when that someone is your family member or true friend, who thinks only good for you. Just prefer to stay calm before saying and acting in your favor. You also have to understand who has disrespected you, and for which reason. 1. Admit the personality but stay calm. Can admit the personality is one way to show that you have heard what they have said, but are not willing to let it affect your conduct or feelings. For illustration, try responding with commodity like I understand why you feel this way, or I know that was intended to hurt me. Are you feeling mock before explaining the situation from your point of view? This acknowledges the personality without getting into an argument and allows you to calmly explain yourself or indeed offer a concession. When responding like this, it shows the other person that their words were taken seriously and admired indeed, though they may not have been kind. Staying composed and using polite language, indeed when disrespected, helps keep the discussion civil while still demonstrating your strength and adaptability. And that's the end. 2. Avoid returning cuts. It can be tempting to match personality for personality. Eventually, however, whatever your thing is, be it to get through a donation or simply to keep enjoying time with musketeers or family, it's stylish served by refusing to engage whomever disrespected you. Remind yourself that it eventually does no good for you to affront someone in return. Tell yourself, the stylish way to upset this person isn't to affront them in return, but to let them know their words have no impact on me. Try to beat them with kindness. Returning kindness for cuts would make them realize their miscalculations occasionally. 3. Humor. Cato the Youngish, the Roman statesman and Stoic champion, was contending a case when his adversary Lentulus wrangled in his face. After wiping off the drool, Cato said, "I'll swear to anyone, Lentulus, that people are wrong to say that you cannot use your mouth." George Bernard Shaw, it said, formerly invited Winston Churchill to his new play. The assignation read, "I'm enclosing 2 tickets to the first night of my new play. Bring a friend if you have one." Churchill replied, "Cannot conceivably attend first night, will attend alternate if there's one." Then's a third illustration. Just for the fun, the American actress Ilka Chase wrote a number of novels. One day, an anonymous actress told her, "I enjoyed reading your book. Who wrote it for you?" To which Chase replied, "Darling, I'm so glad that you liked it. Who read it to you?" Humor, it's successful, can be an especially effective response for 3 main reasons. It undercuts the insulter and his or her personality. It brings any third parties on side. It diffuses the pressure of the situation. An analogous strategy is to go with the personality and indeed add to it. For illustration, if you knew me more, you would find lesser faults still. This makes a mockery of the personality and, by extension, of the insulter. 4. Seek feedback. Tell a trusted coworker or friend about the personality and the circumstances girding it. If you suppose your judgment may be disposed, ask your confidant if she thinks you are overreacting when dealing with the unskillful coworker. An objective opinion can help you sort out your passions and make the stylish decision when dealing with the personality. It's a possibility that the person who disrespected you will not admit that her jest was unacceptable. However, let it go. If she will not apologize or verbally agree not to affront you again, the person now knows that you didn't appreciate her comment, and that was your goal. However, take the issue up with your administrator if it continues to be a problem. Be professional and count, fact in your descriptions. It's also possible to have an employer affronting in hand, in which case it might be stylish to go to HR. 5. Ignore them if they are being negative. Some people have the tendency to affront people, which occasionally they don't indeed realize. And the stylish way to attack this kind of people is to simply ignore them. Ignoring people whose cuts are just weak and pathetic also is a great answer to your question of what to do when someone insults you. Ignoring them will make them realize you do not indeed watch enough to reply to the effects they are speaking that their cuts are insignificant to you. This will give you the satisfaction of making them feel bad without indeed ever doing anything. Just stay down from that someone who ignores your good side and only concentrate on your miscalculations. 6. Recapture countenance. Don't be hysterical to excuse yourself shortly, or else break and calm yourself to recapture countenance. It's normal to have a negative response to impersonality, and those around you will understand if you need a moment to collect yourself. Take a moment to exercise deep breathing, or repeat a positive quotation or mantra to yourself. Allow yourself as important time as you need to healthfully work through gashes or passions of wrathfulness. Avoid exploding emotionally, and rather give yourself time enough to calm your immediate passions. 7. Ask them, is everything okay? When someone insults you, one of the stylish ways to respond is to ask them if everything is okay. This response shows that you watch about their passions and allows them to take a step back from the situation and suppose about what they said. You can also choose to remain calm and use humor as a way to diffuse the situation. By keeping your countenance, you demonstrate that their words do not affect you, which will help discourage further cuts. Still, it's important to flash back that it's eventually over to you how important attention or energy you give them. If the person continues to affront you, rather of engaging in an argument or getting angry, try responding with commodity like "I wish you well" or "it's okay if we differ." This will help show that while their words may have hurt, they will not have a continuing effect on you and takes the power down from them. 8. Reclaim your inborn power. We were all born with a perfect system to take on life's challenges, be that running down from a barracuda or standing up for ourselves. However, it's no way too late to get it back. If you believe you have lost the capability to stand establishment in the face of insults, you are perfect as you are now, knobs, vulnerabilities, and all. So do not let a little wobble like someone's words throw you off track. Take it in stride and flash back they are just sounds that you are giving certain meanings to. Because insulting words don't just have the eventuality for hurt. They also have immense power to change your life for the better. The question is, are you ready to use the verbal attacks of others as energy for particular growth? 9. Suppose logical before doing anything. We aren't saying to accept whatever the person says to you after being disrespected. But we want you to suppose about it in logical aspects. As said before, if there are your well-provisioned who affront you, also you better know their purpose behind it. No person who wants you to grow will ever try to demotivate you by any means. Similar persons just want you to make some positive changes in yourself. So suppose logically and bandy with them the reason why they affront you or what changes they want in you. For that, you have to make yourself believe that you aren't perfect and they're your own. Who talks in your favor? They aren't affronting you, but telling the verity which you must know. After all, they're your parents, preceptors, true musketeers who know the needed advancements in your personality for your better. 10. Choose to move on. This is easier said than done. But one of the stylish ways to make confidence long-term when you're faced with cuts is to remind yourself that impersonality is only effective if you let it hurt you. However, the personality loses its power. If you choose to move past the personality snappily and concentrate tone, enhancement, or formerly positive aspects about your personality, practice stuffing in statements similar as, "That does not matter because I am." Give yourself a reason. Grounded in your positive traits, to dismiss the personality. For illustration, if someone cuts you by saying, "That was a really bad Dalmatian," let yourself know, that does not matter, because I turned in a great report for this design. Understand that moving on may take time. View being suitable to snappily dismiss cuts in favor of your own positive traits as a thing rather than an immediate result. So this is all for today's video. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so that you get notified as soon as we upload a video. Also, we would love to hear your thoughts and comment down below the way. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in next one.